All right, we're live. We are live. Oh, boy. Come on in, everybody. Wait for everybody to pile in. See, this is jacked up. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? Come on, fill it up, fill it up. Everybody, come on in. Fancy. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Hmm? You want to say hi? Say hello, chat. Say, hey, chat, what's up? Eric. What's up, brother? First in. Say, hey, Eric. Welcome to the chat. Where you been? You driving that truck? Hmm? What do they call that when you're the first one in? There's a name for it. First blood. Yeah, first blood tonight. Eric Upton. First blood, ladies and gentlemen. Let this chat fill it up. You know, last night I started my live on the drive home. The damn thing just dropped out. Fruit infused waters. What's up, Sparrow? That's good shit. I like the cucumber infused water. Well, that's good on a hot summer day. Some cold cucumber water. Very refreshing. You can do all different kinds. Are y'all using filtered water, like the good filter? All right, see people starting to come in. Let's fill it up. Good, that's the way to go. Octosaurus says Mega Zoom. Welcome in, Octosaurus. Yeah, so welcome everybody to the Proud Masculine Daily Live for February the 11th. You're welcome, Octosaurus. February the 11th. We're going to kick it off. Let a couple people get in here. We'll get into some shit. God, I can't curse. We'll get into some stuff. Hopefully we get a, the night before last, we did a live. This chat was bumping. The chat was doing it to it. It was good. It was a really good chat. A lot of good people, a lot of good topics. We're going to make this one a relatively quick one. I'm tired. I just walked in from jiu-jitsu and I'm tired. It was a hell of a class. Hell of a. If y'all don't know, my channel's been suppressed. So I formed a Telegram group where I call it the PM live alert. and I just copy the links to the lives in the Telegram group. That way you get the notification. Eric, did you sign up for that? I don't think so. And Sparrow, what about you? Anybody in here, go in the description, look at the Telegram group, hit the link, join, and you'll be notified every night when I go live. Because it seems like my notifications aren't reaching the people who are subscribed to the channel. It's very hit and miss. They're suppressing me. They're really trying to keep me down. How the hell is it? Let me look at that again. I don't know why that would be. I even tested it after I put it in the description, and it worked for me. Yeah, Sparrow, go do it. Tell me if you run into the same thing. I'll have to redo the link. That's a pain in the ass. I'd really like to get the attendance back up in these lives. I mean, I do them. I'll do a live if there's just one person in watching. But I really want to grow the channel. Well, you got to join Telegram first. You got to have Telegram on your phone. Do you have the Telegram app? You got to have a Telegram account beforehand. And that's what Telegram uses, your phone number. All it is an encrypted message app, encrypted messaging app. But you can do private messages. You can do calls, I believe. You can do all kind of stuff on it. And it's not just useful for getting the links to my lives. Other people throughout the community that you may hit it off with. It's hard to trade information in the middle of a live without giving away all your stuff. But if you connect with somebody here and you want to, connect with them offline or talk or something, you go into the Telegram group and you can privately message each other and exchange information, whether it be social media, phone numbers, emails, different ways to correspond. And you can do it in private. What's up, Nicole? What you doing, sweetie? Nicole, did you have trouble joining the Telegram? Answer me that. I really like it just to connect everybody and for everybody to be able to get the lives, the links. And that way, when you get the alert on Telegram, you go straight into the Telegram, hit the YouTube link, and you go straight into the live. You don't even have to open YouTube. It's just an expedited way and to ensure that you actually get the notification. I didn't see you in there, Nicole. Did you come in here tonight through Telegram from the link that I posted? It worked. Okay, good. Also, y'all, if y'all look in the description, I don't know if y'all have noticed, I put a members link. Um, the channel now has memberships, and there's going to be certain perks to being a member. There's 3 tiers. Pick whichever one you want. There's different benefits that come with all 3 tiers. I really want to have something to reward the faithful community, the faithful followers here, where we have our own lives, where it's just us, and we get to kind of, you know, just chill and not have to worry about trolls and all that. If it's a members only, the trolls can't comment, the trolls can't come in. So I finally got that put together. Well, I'm telling y'all, building a channel, there's so many little tasks that are so tedious that I really know nothing about. But thankfully, through this process, I'm learning how to work with technology and move around. And the prices are really low. It's a monthly subscription fee. And it's good though because we have a great community. This live stream has really built up pretty quick, and our regulars that come in here are awesome people. And I know it's frustrating when we get into a good groove and a good vibe that you always got some jackass trolls coming there. Do I have plans for Valentine's? No, I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. That's a commercial scam. Every day is Valentine's Day in my house. Damn it, Fancy. Just leave it alone. No, Valentine's Day is a money grab. It has nothing to do with genuinely loving the person you're with. My relationship is we show each other gratitude and thankfulness all the time. It doesn't have to be a special day of the year for us to be consciously together. We always want to spend time with each other. We both love being in each other's lives. We don't need to have a special day to do the nasty, nasty. Um, we're both like really focused, ambitious people. So our time together is around me and Mrs. Proudmasculine sat down in the beginning of the year and created a 2025 accomplishment, like goals list for the year. We each came up with things that we both want to accomplish for the year and as individuals and as a couple. Like to do things around the house, some personal growth we want to experience, some relationship stuff that we'd like to experience, like more time together. So, and look, yeah, a healthy relationship doesn't need to have a day to be celebrated. Every day in any relationship, the relationship should be meaningful enough to where it's like Valentine's Day every time you're together. And that's how we are for the most part. Now, don't make me think out like we some bionic couple that doesn't have disagreements and we don't argue and she's Holly Homemaker and I'm Mr. Ward Cleaver. It's not like that either, I can promise y'all. But at the core of our relationship, first and foremost, is God. Then it's us, me, then her. And, we make sure to keep it fun. We each other know how much we mean to each other. Um, Still to this day, years later, like we'll still lay in bed and have these long ass conversations about nothing. And we talk and we laugh and we and this is one of the things that we want to do different with 25 is have more date nights. We don't go out on date nights that often. Both of us are homebodies. So for the most part, we're fine with staying home. We don't have a problem with that. But you got to keep it fun. You got to keep it interesting. And I truly believe that Valentine's Day is just a big money grab. You expose. I think men use it to get laid, and women use it to get attention. Like, why would I get my lady flowers just on Valentine's Day? I get her flowers for no reason, spontaneously. If we're having a good stretch, a couple of weeks, she's being sweet, we're getting along, she gets flowers. That's a reward. Flowers are a reward. Flowers aren't a gesture of, here, I got flowers, please love me. Or, hey, I'm going to take you to a fancy restaurant. Sleep with me tonight. Let's have sex. An exchange of items for each other. I think that's sick. I think it's twisted. I think corporate America and these corporations have exposed the people's um, disconnection in relationships and disconnection in life and utilizes that against them to the behest of the people who rake in all the money. Like, think about it. How many flowers are sold on Valentine's Day? It's kind of sad if you ask me. We've been together 2.5 years. Two, two and a little more than half, something like that. Grass says, sorry, I haven't been here for the past few days. I've been busy. It's all good, brother. It's all good. We always appreciate your presence. And look, real quick, y'all. Everybody, welcome into the channel. I have a membership option now. I'd love to get some members together. It's going to have its own perks. Um, if you have questions, drop them in the chat. We'll attend to them as I go down the chat. Start at the top, work my way through as the comments come in. Sometimes I'm going to stop and address the next in line. If you really want to be heard, if you really have something pressing or something you want to be the focus of the topic of the chat, put it in the super chat and I'll get right to it. Or if you feel compelled to donate the value proportional to what you received here. And all donations go back into the channel, to the studio under construction. Julian, and all donations are appreciated. And if you can't donate, hit the like. And I also have, if you want to schedule me for one-on-one coaching about certain things going on in life, mainly relationships, mindset, dating, breakups, the link is in the description. So that's that. I know most of y'all who come in here regularly know my shit's been shadow banned. My channel is not getting much exposure. I get messages from people saying I'm trying to comment. They won't let me comment. I'm not seeing your live streams come on. They hiding them. Not getting the notifications. Hence the Telegram group. But that's part of the process of growing a channel. I think that happens to most people who are growing their channel. They run into that at some point. Well, some of the stuff I talk about can be considered controversial because I go against the grain with the mainstream narrative. I'm a little out of the box when it comes to things, more traditional, more real. People don't like that. Do I support the LGBTQ community? I don't support them. I don't anything. I don't think about that shit. I don't support them and I don't not support them. I don't even think about it, to be honest with you. I don't care what you do on your own time. Day's been good, Grass. How about you? Goober says, I finally shaved my head. I had to wait for a spot to heal from the last time I hit a bump. But you did exactly what you said, and it's so much better than washing than shaving. Thank you so much, my dude. Right on, brother. Much respect. Yeah, man, I got this shit down to a science. In the shower with a good conditioner. Usually want to get some kind of natural oil base, like coconut oil, avocado oil. What's the name of that oil? Starts with a P, I think. Yeah, anyway, you just spend a little money. Conditioner lasts a long time. Put 2 or 3 pumps, smear it while you're in the shower with the hot steam. I get a mirror that I hold in my hand so I can do all that. Get around the back like I do from the line up. Then I do my neck all the way across, down. Then I go behind the neck. Then I put the mirror down to, what's up, Joker? Grass. You said it's been all right. Had better days. What define a better day, brother? You're 6 feet above ground. You got life in you. You got breath in your body. You got an opportunity to spend another day on this glorious planet in the presence of our Almighty God. I think you need to write a gratitude list, Grass. I get what you're saying, though. But that's okay. We all have those days. I'm just here to remind you every day can be fucking amazing. Because I got to remind myself of that too. Guess what? I had Lopez send me a message the other day, emailed me about his change of his perspective changed when he was having a funky day, and he just started thinking of some things that he's grateful for and that he's fortunate and grateful to have in his life. Boom, shifted it, flipped it on its head, total 180, started over right then and there. Everybody has that ability, including you, Grass. Go write a gratitude list. Write down 10 things you're grateful for this moment. It ain't got to be like if you're grateful to have a fucking coffee table, or you're grateful to have a roof over your head, hot water, food, that you got all 10 fingers and toes, that, you have the ability to think and do and take control of your life. And my number one list on my gratitude list, my number one item is always my relationship with God. I start there, everything else comes easy. By the time you finish writing those 10 things, you're going to be in a different state of mind, I promise you. Nicole says, can you be in love with two people at once? Here's my answer. Yes. But you cannot, I think you can have feelings of love for two people, but you can't be available. And this is just the way it is. Women can't be available to love two men at once. I just don't think physically. And then you also got to reassess what does love mean? Does it mean you just think about that person a lot? That, or you're just super attracted to them? Um, do you fantasize about a version of them that you would like it to be? Yeah, I think you can have, because, like, think about it. I love my lady. I love Mrs. Proudmasculine all the way to the moon and back. And I love my son. You know what I mean? Now, in different capacities, of course. And there's certain things that define love for her and I as it means to me. And there's certain characteristics that I show. And then there's the feeling, the love chemicals that exist. And sometimes that's not even love, it's infatuation or just bonding, these bonding hormones and chemicals that we're mistaken for love. Um, so when it comes down to loving, like loving somebody means you want the best for them no matter what. Like if you truly love somebody, you can love them and not like if they broke up with you and went on to move on with somebody else, you could still love them and be happy for them. That's love. And I think we most often find that we don't love people exactly the way we think. It's like we love them as long. All right, how long have I been muted? This mic goes out so fast. I bought this thing, I charge it, and it goes out. That pisses me off. How long has that happened? How long was that going on? Boy, that's aggravating. About to send his damn mic back. And it doesn't tell me I'm muted either. Like this little microphone, if I'm muted, has a line through it. When the mic goes out, it just cuts out. I don't even know it until y'all say something. And I'm typically somewhere up in the chat where I don't even see it. Jaguar. Joker says, I pissed off Kansas City fan on Monday. Well, that's not hard. Cosmic Joy said, so you believe in the concept of reincarnation, that one life is just not enough time to learn what you need to learn? No, I don't think one life is enough. I believe we come back many times until we've learned our lesson. Learn how to live the full life experience and what that really means. It's like a physical form of enlightenment, and it takes many lifetimes. Grass says, ALR, I just get that I don't think the world is meant for me sometimes. I don't think I should live sometimes. Well, that's a dangerous mindset, Grass. If you're really serious about that, you need to reach out to somebody for help immediately, a professional. I know it gets tough. I've been there, brother. And a lot of people I know have been through that. It's false. It's a lie you're telling yourself because you're in a certain place in life right now where life isn't exactly being kind. So you're not being kind to yourself. And you're actually taking in the external, you're taking the feedback in from the external and internalizing that shit. But that's perception. That's not what's really going on. It is your reality for the time being, but that's not reality. That's a temporary situation. Usually when we feel like that, that's the way our subconscious is calling us for help, to help them. That's usually the universe tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, you need to give some things attention because you got an amazing life waiting on you to live. So if that's really what's going on in your head, that you don't think you should live, I need you to stop what you're doing and go call somebody immediately. And know that I care about you. I don't want to see anything happen to you. I've been there, and I know that's not the answer. I know people who have taken that way out, and it's never worth it. Never worth it. You give it a chance and put some work in, and watch how amazing your life can get. But don't give up. Don't give in. You know, we all going to have our moments. We all going to have our downtimes. I've been there, brother. I've been to the rock bottom, the depths of hell. I know where you're at. Okay, 30 seconds a minute. That's fine. Goober says, so the back of the neck is the spot I missed. I usually cut yourself. It's okay to shave those fine hairs against the grain. I hate razor bumps. Well, get you a good razor. And that's why I say don't use any junk conditioner. Get something with a natural, organic conditioner with natural oils in it. All I do, I don't look in the back. I take the razor, because it's like this wide. I go here, 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 here. I go all the way around. Sometimes you got to slide it back and forth like this as you're going around. So you make sure you get the width of the razor every time you stroke, all the way around. And it's very fine hair on the back of your neck, so you're not really going to be able to feel like where you can feel stubble on your head. So, and if you got to, do it twice. And then after you shave, you can get in a mirror with your handheld mirror and check the back to see. Nicole said, I'm sorry, I didn't hear your final answer. I don't remember what I said at the end, Nicole. I really don't, because I speak from the heart right then and there. I don't remember what I said at the very end, and I don't know where I left off with you. I was probably just reinforcing whatever I said at that point. So I don't know. Oh, I asked you, why are you in love with two people? Grass says, I'm not going to get help. I can help myself, no disrespect. No, that's fine, brother. Just don't do that. If you know you can do it, if you're just having a moment, look, I get it. And I want you to know you're not alone. I just want you to clearly understand that that's not the solution. There you go, Goober. Goober said it's 988 if you need to dial, bud. There's no harm in getting help, brother. We all need help at some point in our lives. Nobody goes it alone, brother. Nobody. And if it wasn't from amazing people and amazing resources that I've had in life, who knows where I'd be? First, let me give all thanks and praise to God, of course. Grass says, that's what happened to my big brother. He killed himself because of a breakup. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you know the reason why I even started this whole brand and helping men? Because I had a nephew who did the same thing over a girl. And let me tell you something. There's no person, there's no woman worth your life. That's just not having a really good understanding of how valuable you are. And understanding that, knowing that yourself, internalizing that, there's no human being worth that in this planet. There's so many other women out there. It's just, I don't know. I get it. I know what. Look, I've been there with the thoughts of deleting. It wasn't because of a woman. But I mean, I just can't fathom somebody doing that because of one person. It tells me they're very disturbed, very hurt, very broken. And that's okay. You can put it together. It takes time. It takes work. Ask God for help. Ask God for immediate direction. I guarantee you get something. Goober said 998 is a suicide hotline for the dudes talking about. I have to admit myself a few times. The hospital first week of the stay is getting used to the layout. See, there you go, Grass. A lot of people have been through that. Nicole says, I guess I just have a heavy attraction to the person. Yeah, I mean, most of the time that's what it is if you really sit back and think. Like if you're brutally honest with yourself, take yourself out of the situation emotionally and really look at what's going on. Like, are you just a little bit infatuated maybe? Or is there newness? Is there something, these certain qualities that this person has that you really resonate with? And it's like one of those things where they're doing all the things that I like and they don't even know it. They're just showing up as themselves and they fulfilling all of these things on a list of a perfect person that I would, and that's usually what happens. Especially when it's new and it's still a bit of a mystery. Yeah, I get it, Nicole. Touch Grass says, dang, I was going to do that myself too, but I got stopped. Good, man. I don't like hearing that, Grass. That worries me, brother. I know I never met you, but I do care about you. I do love you genuinely. I never want to see a man in that kind of pain, but this is why I'm here. And if there's any one thing I can say is that it gets better. Hang in there. But you got to do something. You got to take some actions, brother. And the quality and depth of the solution you get on the other end of it is directly proportional to the work you put into it. You know, a few things I tell guys when they first break up. Journal. Stay away from alcohol and drugs. Sit with the pain. Sit with the pain. Don't run from it. Don't try to deny it. Sit with it. It hurts. Rejection, betrayal, these things are designed to hurt. That's not abnormal to feel some kind of pain behind that. If you didn't feel that, you might be a sociopath or a psychopath. And your self-esteem is going to take a temporary hit. There's no way to avoid that. But over time, not only does it get easier, you get better. You become more resourceful. And if you're doing these things, taking these certain actions, that will accumulate over time to equal a big change. Ask God, why are you here? Why am I experiencing this? What am I supposed to learn from this? Because that's all pain is, and these hard life experiences are just teachers, brother. It's a character building opportunity in a man's life to experience things like that. And if you do it right, you'll look back and think to yourself, I know this sounds totally contradictory, but you'll look back on this one day and say, damn, that was the best thing that's ever happened to me. Stay away from the booze, and for whatever reason, never go through with that. Even if it's just me that's telling you that I care about you and love you, I genuinely do. And when I pray tonight, I'll definitely pray for you, sir. Goober says, week 2 is usually the doctors and meds. You have to go through a few different because we all have different chemical imbalances that affect certain meds and will do a ton of blood draws. Vessel of honor. You were made in God's image, and God's image always has value. Amen. As humans, we lose sight of that sometimes, and that's unfortunate. But that's just part of the human experience, isn't it? We fall short sometimes. But deletion, self-deleting, it's never the answer. There's so many other things you could do besides that and have an amazing outcome. Amazing outcome. Outlast the pain, outlast the experience, outlast the moment. Even if you have those days where you got to take it an hour at a time. I've been there. That's no joke. And that's tough, but it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. Thank you for saying that, Vessel. Rowgrass, if it wasn't getting mental health, I would have found my pulmonary embolism. There you go. You might even find something. Cosmic Joy said, maybe it's an illusion and nothing ever happened. Maybe. Are you on shrooms tonight, Cosmic Joy? Are you taking shrooms and doing some introspective thinking? Trying to make sense of it all, brother? Yeah. Grass says, the only reason I don't get help is because I think it's for people who are scared, that are not man people who do drugs or tough. Will they get a good education? No, but the people who are smart, well, they've... Goober says, I'm on the right meds. I'm taking something for sleep. While I'm in public housing, the process is you have to take the steps to understand that we're still learning how to live. Vessel says, no, Grass has been on his channel, Goober. He is not trolling, I promise you. That dude's been through something. He is not trolling. He's been here a while. I don't think trolls are that dedicated. He's got a story. He's not trolling, I assure you. Vessel says, rejection hurts, but you have to learn to handle hurt in a godly way. Or the hurt will handle you in an ungodly way. Very well put. What's up, Baby Blue? Baby Blue's back in the house, everybody. Say hi. Oh, man. But Grass, I mean, you can only be a victim of your circumstances for so long before you just kind of giving in and feeling sorry for yourself. You got to step up. You got to step up and participate in your own rescue. Grass, I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, nobody can be invested in you more than you. Nobody can be more invested in you than you. That's just the way it is. Essentially, especially as a man, nobody really cares. You got to show up. You got to show up in your own life. And you start by rewriting that story of who you are and where you're going. What's happened has happened. There's nothing you can do about what has happened already. But you absolutely 100%, 1,000% can change the course of how things go from here on out. That's a daily decision up to you. Again, it's proportion to the amount of work and time that you put into it, that you invest. It's really simple. Like people that want to get fit and get jacked and sexy, but that's going to depend on how you're working out, eating, and sleeping. It's not going to happen just because you want it to. You got to make it happen. And I can tell you this, the first step is God. First step is God. I guarantee you take that route, you can't lose. You cannot lose. Goober, that's good. I'm glad you admit that. But if you know that, think things through, brother. Bob, New Jersey, says he's been there. Bob, where you at, Bob? Another great contributor to the channel, y'all. Strong community member. Doesn't say much, but when he does, he's pretty impactful. Great guy. Fancy, what are you doing? This dog is being weird tonight. I like that. GPS. Vessel says, always follow the GPS, God's perfect system. That's right. I speak of it so plainly and so matter of fact. I've experienced what God has to offer. What happens when you turn on your will and your life over to the care of God? The results you get. It's not even something I can really express, that I can articulate into words. It's kind of like if you've never been through it, you can't understand it. But once you go through it, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. You're like, oh, that's what he meant. Oh, okay. That's what that bald motherfucker was talking about that night. I get it now. You got to be there. You got to go there first. God's there waiting. You know, people often think to themselves, like, how could God let this happen? How could God turn his back on me? God never turns his back. God's always there. We're the ones that turn our backs on him. And I thank God all the time for never turning his back on me as many times as I have to him. And every time I go back, he is there. God, I don't know. And you all have, we all have the God in us to connect with God. And that's the process of removing the things in your life that block you from that connection, the things that block you from God. And sometimes God does that for us, and we see it as a loss. And we take it as a rejection and as a pain, and it's actually God's protection and God's blessing. That's God saying, hey, you don't need this. This is going to mess you up from being connected to me. Here's one more thing I can remove that's blocking the sunlight from shining on you. You know, it appears as rejection. Man's rejection is God's protection. That's some pretty wise words. And it's something I have to tell people often. It doesn't sound good when you're in the thick of it, and it doesn't really help too much. But I can pray for you, but I can't be the one to connect you to God. That's an inside job, brother. Go ahead, Grass. Good luck, man. Go get you some rest. Say a prayer tonight. Write a gratitude list. You see, I tell people these useful things to do. Nobody does the shit. I mean, literally, pray. Literally go write a gratitude list. I'm not saying that just tongue in cheek. Like I'm giving you direct instructions to help change your head before you go to bed and potentially wake up to a better day.
Vessel says, life is hard as it is, but when you walk with God, it's a lot better. I don't really think life's that difficult. I mean, I know people, there are certain things that could potentially turn difficult in somebody's life, but I think day to day life is pretty easy. I mean, if you think about it, what do you have to do that's so hard? Have a good attitude, not take shit personal, make time to connect with God every day. That's not hard. I mean, you got to deal with other people's shit, but if you don't internalize it, take it personal, it's really not that hard. You know, it's a lot less about what happens to us, and it's a lot more about the attitude we take towards what happens to us. Anna Maria says, never blame anyone in your life. Good people give you happiness, bad people give you experience. The worst people give you a lesson, but the best people give you memories. That's very sweet. Baby Blue agrees with Vessel. God knows when to remove and add people into our lives. Yes, he does. And he usually gives us many, many signals and signs before they actually gone. He gives us an opportunity to do it, and most oftentimes we choose not to. Because one thing God gave us among many things is free will. And we will ignore some red fucking flags, try to turn them green. But this is why you work on yourself. So when you see somebody, there's a saying, I think Maya Angelou quoted, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Don't try to erase the red flags just because you're horny or because you're lonely or because you have this poor perception of yourself. You know when shit's dicey. Rose says, God bless you. God bless you, Rose. Thank you, sweetie. God bless you. It's very kind to say thank you. All right, Grass. Take care, Bubba. Living for God is easy, but the way of the sinner is hard. Yeah. Come back and check in on us tomorrow, Grass. Rose said just remove toxic people. That's a very easy thing to do. That's one of the easiest things to do is just cut toxic people out of your life. See you, Grass. See you tomorrow night. Check in with us. Shoot me an email tonight. Let me know how things go for you. Bob, New Jersey, with the big $5 super chat. Let's get some W's in the chat. That's for you, Grass. Grass said, I better see you in here often. We all care about you. That's an amazing fucking thing to say, Bob. Jesus. What a fucking stand-up guy. Some W's in the chat for Bob. What a heartfelt thing to say. I hope you see that, Grass. I hope you see that super chat, Grass. Good. Yeah, just drop by if you ain't got to stop it, if you ain't got time. You could send me an email. You'll have time to send me a thumbs up email that you got through your day. Much appreciated, Bob. What are you doing up here? Look at his dog. Look at his animal. Fancy. What are you getting into? What are you being all squirmy about? Why are you doing the caterpillar walk? Why are you walking like a little hairy caterpillar? What are you being cute for? Hey. Psst. Hey. Psst. What? You want to come up here? Come on. Oh, she wants to get on the sofa. Oh, look, she's calling for Baby Blue. She said, Baby Blue, come take me home. Come get me. Come get me. She is so damn cute. She was being so cute today. She was being so lovable. Huh. You really were. You've been a good girl today. Only one pee in the house. Anne Maria says, no girlfriend, no problem. No boyfriend, no problem. And no many big problem. I don't quite know how to interpret that, Anna Maria. I don't know what to make of that. I'm a great fucking boyfriend. I think any woman would be lucky to have me in her life. What? What's going on? What are you doing? You want to say hi? Smile with your teeth. You see all those teeth? Isn't that the cutest thing? Yeah, that really concerns me when people talk like that. That really, gets me in the gut. It worries me. Because you never know. You never know what people are genuinely going through. Oletta, I'm feeling very well. Thank you for asking. And yourself? She is adorable. Yeah, people like that. Sometimes people get in this pain and they genuinely think it's something that'll never go away. Or they just don't have the fight in them to let it pass and to work through it. That concerns me. I know people who have done this. Sometimes people just need to feel loved and cared about and understood, especially somebody who's been through what he's been through, you know? But pronounced with a long E, she says. I don't know what a long E is. Olida. Is that how long E? Oh, just wanted to get her one more time and say goodnight. Say goodnight to Fancy for me. You tell her. Fancy, you want to say goodnight? You want to say goodnight to Never Touch Grass? He says to tell you goodnight. Say goodnight, grass. Good night to you, sir. Say, bid you a good morrow. I bid you a good morrow, sir. Good night, Mr. Grass. Sleep well. All of your problems will disappear. All of your problems will soon disappear. Fancy said good night. Olita. Must have got it. God bless you, sweetie. Thank you for saying that. And that's that's a genuine concern. Adios. See you tomorrow. Genuine concern. But you know, some men go through life just feeling invisible, unseen, unheard, unappreciated. That's just the way it is. This is why I preach to men how important it is that you build up a healthy self-image, that you do things for yourself, to yourself constantly to prove your value to yourself. The way you know beyond of a shadow of the doubt that if you left, the world's going to be, no, don't do that. That the world is a better place with you in it rather than without you in it. We all matter. We're all the same fucking people. We're all the same energy. We're all the same beings. It's all interconnected. It's just some people are so out of touch Anna Maria says, who's helping you, don't forget them. Who is loving you, don't hate them. Who's trusting you, don't cheat them. That's very good. It's very good. That's a rare thing, trustworthy people. Hey, that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's human nature. You know, inherently, everybody's going to do what they got to do for themselves at the end of the day. And as a man, if you want to be noticed in this world, you got to make yourself noticeable. It's totally up to you. I haven't seen a man who has put his mind to it and dedicated himself to being that man that couldn't achieve it in some way, shape, or form. Fancy, no. Stop that. Y'all want to see this face I'm getting? I said no. Stop it. Look at that little sassy face. Good night, baby blue. Yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and end it. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Good seeing you, baby blue. Nicole, as always. Olita. Thank you for dropping in. Bob, thank you for the super chat, brother. Always appreciate it. If y'all haven't yet, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. In the description, there's now a membership link to become a member of the channel. There'll be certain perks that come along with that. We'll discuss that in another live stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Join the Telegram group. My channel's been suppressed, shadow banned. The only way to 100% to be able to get the notification that I'm coming live is through this Telegram link. Well, I'll drop the live link in every night before I go live. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Y'all have an amazing night. Don't forget to thank God for your day before you go to bed, and thank Him when you